You ever watch that show Curb Your Enthusiasm? Literally an episode of that just happened to me. So you guys probably know I mentioned that I've sold this 2002 Cadillac Eldorado. You know, I did a video on it last year. Love this car, but I just got too many cars and it had to go. Sold it to a great guy, and he hired this company to come pick it up. Now, they were supposed to come pick up the car yesterday, but they called me last night and said, well, we didn't pick it up yesterday. We're going to come tomorrow, which is today. When are you going to be here? Well, between like 10 and 2. I said, look, can you give me a more precise time? Because I have stuff to do. You know, I can't just sit around waiting for this. And they said, okay, how about 10 to 12? I'll go, okay, fine. Well, 9 a.m. they call me and they go, the guy is standing at your gate. And I go, first of all, I don't have a gate, so I don't know where he is. Why didn't he ring the doorbell? Second of all, it's 10 a.m. Or it's 9 a.m. You said you were going to be here at 10. I'm barely out of bed. And she goes, well, I need you to go meet with him right now. And I said, look, I don't even have my pants on yet. You're rushing me. And the lady goes, what are you talking about Russian? Because she's a Russian chick. And I said, yeah, you're rushing me early in the morning. She goes, what are you talking about? I'm a F Russian, you know, F you. She hangs up the phone. I call her back and I go, I don't understand what your problem is, lady. You call me at 9 o'clock. You're calling me from New York. I'm on the West Coast. It's 9 a.m. here. I don't get up till like 10 o'clock. I'm getting up for you now. It's going to take me 15 minutes to get dressed so I go out and meet the guy. I go outside and his truck is across the street a block away, and there's like rush hour traffic. There's like 6 lanes of traffic, packed, people going 60 miles an hour. You know how they drive in Vegas, like they're nuts. So I drive the car over to him and I go, hey, I'm across the street. Follow me over here and come get the car. I turn around, I come back, I park in the driveway right here. He gets in his truck and I see him coming this way and I think, well, maybe he's just pulling the truck up closer so he doesn't have to walk. But he just keeps going. And I'm like, hey, where are you going? And so I try to call back, they don't answer. I call back 10 times, they don't answer. I go get one of my other phones. I call him and I go, what's the deal? Your guy left. And I tried to call back, you don't answer the phone. They go, yeah, we canceled this pickup. You know, we're not doing business with you. I go, why? They go, we're not gonna come over there, get the car. You bring the car to us. I go, dude, I'm not loading the car. The car's sitting in the driveway running, waiting for you to pick it up. The dude left. And they're like, yeah, forget it, we cancel. So the dispatch guy calls me. I tell him this story. He's like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding. He goes, these people, I've had problems with them. They're blacklisted. I'm never doing business with them again. We're gonna find you another carrier. This is the stuff that happens when you're trying. I have complained for 10 years on this channel about dealing with these car shippers. They never show up on time. A lot of times they don't speak English. I have no idea how they get a license. How can they even read the road signs? You can't even speak to them on the phone. They never show up anywhere in the time frame. It's a pain in the ass, folks. Shipping cars is a pain in the ass. I just wanted to rant and rave about it. I literally lived an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. My beloved aunt. Inside the new workshop, it's looking pretty good. Got a toolbox over here, matches. I got, just put this cabinet together, nothing in there yet. This TV's making all kinds of noise. I got a TV over here. This is gonna be my workstation, right? So, got myself a little lamp here. This will be like a soldering station, small parts workstation, working on things, you know, tinkering around. And I can sit here and watch Star Trek and stuff, watch nerdy shows, watch YouTube, and you know, see what's happening. Just look, there's no air conditioner in this room, but look at this. It's 102 outside according to the thing, which is really inside the warehouse, and 82 in here. So it's gonna stay nice and cool in here. Got myself a little mini fridge. Got some soda pops. So we're still working on this door situation. That's gonna be a major debacle. Trust me, it's gonna be a major debacle. Still trying to figure out what other stuff I want to put in here. I think I might put a rolling cabinet in here and a few other things. This table won't be here. We're changing out all of these old-fashioned, you know, these things. We're going to change those glass tubes out with these LEDs. I really like these. These are from Harbor Freight. They're about 40 bucks, 45 bucks. They're 7,000 lumens. They kind of use a lot of power as compared to a lot of other LEDs. What do they use? What does it say?
7,000 lumens, a 4,000K cool white LED light. Somewhere on here it says, oh, they use 70 watts, which is kind of a lot, but these things are really bright. If I take you into the warehouse, we have, you know, a bunch of them in here, right? And so they definitely use a lot less power than like the sodium lights and stuff. But I mean, they're bright and they last forever and they're cool and they don't buzz. They don't make any noise. They don't have ballasts. They don't mess with my AC. I'm gonna have some testing components in here. You know, I'll probably have some regulated 12-volt power supplies, soldering stations, oscilloscopes, testing equipment. And this area here is gonna be where I'm gonna work on, you know, like I said, more sensitive equipment if I needed to repair or something delicately. And then same thing with over here, like there'll be workstations over there. And then this area here, we'll be able to pull a car. So if we wanted to pull the Porsche in here or the DeLorean and do fine tuning or whatever, I might even put down a rubber mat here on top of this. I've got some rubber diamond plate mat that I bought, I think from Sam's or something. But I'm really, really happy with how this room is coming out. Get a little decorations in here. This is gonna be, I mean, this is, any guy would want this. Any guy would want to have a shop like this. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers have way better stuff, but I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I love the color scheme. I love the floor. This is gonna be a really fun workshop that I can spend time in. And, you know, I like to just do things like tinker. I like to build models. I've got several of the Eagle Moss models that I've bought that I still haven't put together, the DeLorean and the Ecto one. Just stuff like that I like to do. And sit in here and watch TV, watch my favorite YouTubers, you know, watch some Tavares and some Hoovy and some VinWiki and some Car Wizard and build models or tinker with things or polish stuff, whatever. I just like to keep myself busy and it's fun, you know? So really happy with the room. I'm ecstatic about it, I really am. Okay, so have you ever been running around with a screw or a nut and you cannot figure out what size it is? You can't tell if it's you know, American standard or if it's metric. You can't tell if it's a 10 millimeter or 9/16. You don't know what it is. This is something I think every shop should have, and this might be too expensive for the average regular Joe, because these things can cost, you know, 50 to 100 bucks, whatever. But this cool thing, and I'll put a link to in my description to some of these that you can buy, because a lot of them are just like random made. This is just one I found. But basically, you've seen these in tool stores, like when you go to Ace Hardware or somewhere and you're going to buy screws and nuts and bolts. And it basically has about one of every kind of nut and bolt average that you would need up into a certain size. That way you can just walk up to this thing and put a nut on there or put a screw in there and see what type of thread size it is, what you know, what the size is, whether it's an American or metric. And that way you at least know what you're dealing with, especially when you got to go to the store and you got to get one. And that way you can verify it. You know, it's just a great thing to have in your shop. You can mount this thing to the wall. It actually comes with a stand so that you can set it on a table. But you'll find these in a lot of hardware stores, and I've always wanted one. And it's one of those things like, I don't want to spend 50 or 100 bucks on that. But in today's world where it costs $5-6 for a gallon of gas, and you have to drive across town to go to the hardware store, you want to make sure that you know exactly what you're looking for, especially when you have employees like I do and you're paying them money. And the money wasted on looking for stuff, you got 5 guys in your shop and they're all trying to find a quarter 20 nut, and it's costing you $100 worth of labor for them to walk around trying to find, oh, is this the right one? So something like this can be really invaluable for a shop owner who works with fabrication and works with a lot of fasteners and hardware. So I highly recommend getting one of these. Like I said, I'll put a link, an Amazon affiliate link in there to a couple of the ones that I found. I really highly recommend it. And I've always wanted one of these. Like, I feel like a real legit shop just having this. Yeah, I had this little Ionizer air scrubber cleaning up the air in here because of the epoxy smell and the paint smell. And these things are great. I have several of these air cleaner ionizers, and this table won't stay here, but we just had it here to get the smell out. You know, I showed this before. You know, I've got this little toolbox in here, kind of matches the room. I'll probably get a few more other kind of carts and boxes like this for materials. They sell these at Sam's Club, these cabinets. These are great value for for what you get. I mean, they're made out of powder coated galvanized and stainless steel. I've had some of these at my other shop for more than 10 years, and you know, I'm not going to say they're indestructible, but you don't have to worry about them rusting. And you really need to have a cabinet like this if you're going to keep any kind of solvents, liquids, paints, this kind of thing. They should be kept in a cabinet. But man, I can't wait to start using this room. We're going to use this as a studio space. We're going to use it to work on cars. We're going to keep the DeLorean right here, I think, is where we're going to park it. Really excited to have a workshop like this. I mean, we have a big property. We have the whole other warehouse. We have that whole other building over there, which is another workspace that I have. I think I've showed you that building before. We can go over there and look at it. This space is already a mess, but this is like our eBay and shipping center for things that we ship and sell. You know, I've got myself a computer, shipping labels. This is actually a CD, DVD duplication machine. One of my side gigs is I make CDs and DVDs for certain clients. I mean, if you got a project that you want done, I could probably do it for you. Like I can do a couple of hundred one-off DVDs or CDs for you that are printed. You know, I have a client that for more than 20 years, I've been making stacks of DVDs for his business that are giveaways, you know, and this machine is pretty amazing. So this is an area where I can sit and do stuff that I wouldn't do in my regular home office, where I'm shipping things, printing labels. You know, in the other room, I have a place where I can weigh and pack packages. And that's what some of these boxes are. I'm trying to recycle some of the boxes. And I keep some of my games in here. I have a little kitchen area, a little hangout. Yeah, I got a little kitchen area here, you know, fridge, microwave, toaster oven, coffee maker, sink. Yeah, so you can have a snack, whatever. And then I put some of my pinball machines over here. These probably won't stay here forever, but I needed a place to put them, and every once in a while it's fun to come in here and play. I have my my old Back to the Future Data East machine, which is signed by the whole cast, which I need to replace a flipper on. I have my Elvira and the Party Monster signed by Elvira that needs another kicker in the back replaced. Pinball people understand. And then I have my Ghostbusters Premium signed by Ernie Hudson that, you know, this is a heck of a game. It's probably one of the hardest pinballs out there. But I did a whole video on this back when I got it a couple years ago. So a lot of fun having that. And then I have my Gallagher machine over there. This other room is going to be a practice room eventually. You know, this is pretty boring stuff. But some of you just want to know everything. And here it is. Here's everything. I know people love when I do house updates. I got a heat pump pool heater because I got a really small pool. But it stays cold because it's always in the shade. Even when it's hot outside, the pool is really cold. You know, when it's like 118 outside, but the pool's like 80, that feels freezing cold. Because when you get out of the pool and it's like evaporating, it's freezing cold. So we're gonna put this pool heater, we're gonna mount it over there because the electricity is there and the pipes and stuff is there. And this thing, I think it was about $3 grand. And it's probably going to be expensive to run it, but we don't use the pool that much. But when we do, I want it to be warm when I get in there. It does get cold here in Vegas, believe it or not. It's weed. Oof. Oh, this. Oh. So my mom's weed. It's just like a corn cob pipe. Oh, it's a grinder. My mom left her weed. You know, my mom died February 3rd. Some of you guys know. She was an old hippie. She smoked weed, smoked cigarettes, vaped. That's why she had COPD. She couldn't breathe. Finally killed her. Weed's legal here, by the way, in Vegas. Weed's everywhere. They sell it on every corner. If anybody wants this old dirt weed, it's been sitting here for months. I'm sure it's dry as a bone. I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs, but my mom liked it. This is our back pool area. We want to do something with this. I want to put together like a tiki bar,
you know, this used to be all windows when I first moved in here, and I had this wall put in and had that door put in. It was kind of goofy. It was just windows, and you had to walk all the way around to get back here, and putting that door in was a huge fix. This was my mom's table out of her house. I just put it back here. So I want to do something with this back area. We're still thinking about what to do. Maybe a hot tub in here. I don't know. Anyway, got some of my mom's weed, if anybody needs it. Woman was 77 years old smoking joints. Well, this is one of my Hall of Records and things. You know, I have awards, you know, for, you know, I used to work for Vinnie Paul from Pantera and his band Hell Yeah, and we did a video with his record company, Big Ben Records, called Dime Vision. So I have gold records and plaques and things. I didn't work for Pantera, but I worked with Hell Yeah and with Vinnie Paul, and I got some of these things commemoratively. You know, this is signed by all of Pantera. This is signed by all of Damage Planned. And I have just tons of the stuff. I just got this one in the mail. It's really cool. Celebrating 30 years of Pantera's vulgar display of power. Huh? Cool. I got to find a place to put it because I have so many of these. I have a little bit more wall space I'm saving over here. I have some pretty cool stuff over here, Pantera related. Vinny made me this for Christmas. He actually put this together as this collage and gave it to me as a gift. He made like 3 of them, I think. I have a couple Billboard awards here for Dime Vision and Rebel Meets Rebel. We did a thing with David Allan Coe, the country singer, called Rebel Meets Rebel that he recorded with Pantera in 1999. And then we released it in 2006 as David Allan Coe and the Cowboys from Hell, Rebel Meets Rebel. And we sold this at Walmart and Best Buy and all, you know, all the places you could buy music. And you got to think this was, you know, 15 more years ago. And the cover of the album is a rebel flag, you know. I mean, Pantera used to use rebel flags on everything. And when they were doing that, it was, I guess, acceptable at the time. We didn't think about anything of it. I mean, rock and roll bands, even to this day, you go by a Alabama or any of those, Lynyrd Skynyrd, they have rebel flags as their album covers. And this one had a rebel flag on the album cover. And I've been debating, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments what you think. That should I take down these awards and put them in the closet and hide them because they feature the rebel flag? I mean, I think it's been universally decided that, well, society doesn't want the rebel flag anymore. They feel that it's racist and that it hurts the feelings of people who feel that it was oppressive. It doesn't matter how we feel about it as growing up in the South and that we were around these images our whole lives, and maybe we argue that we didn't see it the same way as they did. I don't think that's the issue. The issue is that these other people feel that they are offended and that the right thing to do would be to not display them anymore. What do you think? Do you think I should put these awards away and put them in the closet and hide them? Or should I display them proudly with an apology? I mean, I don't know. All I could tell you is my job was to make this record album cover. And I didn't do this actual artwork. What I did was like this disc and the mastering, and they made the book and, you know, things like that. But it was one of my proudest moments when the video for Rebel Meets Rebel played on MTV's Headbangers Ball, and it was in rotation on MTV, and I was heavily awarded for it, and Billboard Award and all these things. And it's sad that that great part of my life is now sullied because of this controversial figure. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Anyway, I was thinking about maybe putting this up in here. I gotta make room for more of this stuff because I have a lot more of it that I still haven't hung up. I probably have, I don't know how many different awards like this working in the music industry, and there's just not enough wall space. Okay, we are in what I affectionately call my Kiss room, where I keep a lot of my Kiss crap. And you remember probably 6 months ago, I did a video with Gene Simmons where I purchased this artwork from him. He had an art gallery showing. And for whatever reason, I just was busy and I didn't go I forgot to pick it up. So here is the artwork that I bought from Gene Simmons. And it came with a, let me just lay this down. Came with a certificate of authenticity. I just dropped something, a business card or something. I don't know where it went. It's on the floor. Okay. Came with a certificate from the gallery with an embossed stamp and also a picture of the artwork signed by Gene again. I have so many Gene autographs. So I was trying to figure out where to put it, and we're thinking about rearranging this whole wall here and putting it here. So yeah, what we're thinking about doing is taking down this collection of gold and platinum records and spreading them out through the room, and then putting this picture right here above this table, probably right here like that. I think that would look good. So put that by itself right there, and then we can redistribute these pictures like elsewhere. Put one there and there and over there, and just kind of spread them out. I kind of like the collage of having them here, but because I think that's really impressive. You know, this is a great place to take a picture in front of the records all in one big thing, sort of like when Gene does in his trophy room. But I think we're gonna have to rearrange things to make room for this, because this is, you know, it's an original art piece by Gene Simmons, signed. It's I guess it's valuable, but I think it should have its own place. And because of the color red, it doesn't go with the other red out in the hallway, so it needs to be on this black background. This is a cool little housewarming gift that Eric Singer gave me when I moved in. It's like a chrome skull. He bought me that as a gift. Have a little Coop art in here. Have one of Eric's drum heads and one of Peter Chris's, of course. I have all kinds of things in here. But this is a guest room. When my friends come to stay, they stay in here. Hoovy stayed in here. He loved it. This is one of our other guest rooms. This is our Elvis room, or also known as the Cadillac Suite. Painted it all gold. Put in this cool bed. I have a collection of Elvis stuff, like my B&K costumes, like this, the Aloha costume, and I have a black owl suit. And this artwork isn't necessarily Elvis related, but I thought it fit the theme. But this is one of our other guest rooms that people stay in when they come and visit. And anyway, it's just a fun little room. You know, I love to theme the guest rooms instead of just having a plain, boring hotel room. When you come to Vegas, even when you're staying at my house, I want it to be a unique experience. So when my friends come to town and they bunk up with us, we try to be a good host and offer everything that they're going to need. You know, hey, got to have a bowl of candy nearby in case you get the munchies late at night. All that weeds on the back porch. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. We've gotten to almost 115,000. We're almost there. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Turn on your notifications so you know when we do videos. This video is just sort of a goof. I like to just put out some kind of content for my fans. But hey, we've got some pretty cool things coming up. It's just I wasn't ready to do those videos just yet. But I am doing a live podcast show every Sunday on my Videobob show channel. So I'll put a link in the description, and if you want to be part of our live broadcasts where you can interact with me live, maybe even come on the air with me, we do it every Sunday. Times change a little bit, so you just got to turn on your notifications so you know when, and I'll try to announce when, but it's the Videobob show. It's on a separate channel, and come on over there, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and if you're a big fan and you want to chat with me directly, maybe I'll bring you on the air and we'll talk. The Videobob show on my other channel. Go check it out. I'm just getting it started. We've only done like 2 episodes, I think. So tune in, hang out with me, and maybe if you're in Vegas, hit me up. Catch you guys later. I'm Videobob.